Hey everyone. Okay, give me a second to adjust my camera. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. Lularoe, Hannah Q. Thank you for tuning in again. This is my 3-week report, or not report, but update on my finances with Lularoe. And I forgot to do my 2 weeks, but there really wasn't much to report at my 2 weeks, which I'll talk about in just a minute. My husband was gone for about 5 or 6 days, and so I really just did stuff with the family. And so I basically had a week where I did practically nothing. Okay, so I'm going to do my numbers first. No. First, yeah, I will. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm going to do my numbers first, and then I'll talk about what I did to achieve those numbers. Okay. Now, but before I get into everything, if you see my other videos, you know this, so just bear with me. But I feel like it's really important to say, because when I watched a lot of videos like you are, when I was in the queue and before I decided to partner with Lularoe, everyone made these crazy astronomical figures with their business. And I was like, holy cow. And that's not me. And that is totally okay. I recognize I need to hustle more, but so with any business I've been with, here's what I want to say. Any business that I've done or I've been with, I've had lower numbers. Always, across the board, always, regardless of my hustle. And I've got some pretty serious hustle. And I'm very teachable. If you tell me to do something, I will do it. It doesn't matter if I agree with you, but if you are my sponsor or a team leader, I will definitely follow that, and I will do some crazy wild ideas, think out of the box. I've got some hustle because I want my husband to have the financial freedom, all of us to have that financial freedom, but so that he can kind of chill and relax and think about what it is that he really wants to do with his life. He moved here about 7 years ago when we got married, and we met before that, but he's not from this country. And so he has other obstacles that a lot of people don't. And he just takes what he does what he can with his work, and he enjoys it, but he doesn't seem to be really fulfilled with his life and doing what he truly believes that he should be doing. Whereas I found that with Lularoe. So if I can free up some finances, then he will be able to kind of think a little bit clearer. And if he wants to stay on the path he's on, I'm happy to support him. If he wants to change paths, I want him to have those options and that flexibility. So that's part of my why. I didn't even know why I said that, but I did. I did. So, what was I talking about? I'm very scattered brain today. Kind of a bad day to do the video, maybe. So, I do have to work a little bit harder to have results of any kind. I'm new to Arizona. I've been here for about 1.5 years, and I lay around in my home. I don't really socialize. I don't really go out. I do a lot on social media. I have a great following on social media, an interactive following, which is hard to get. I've spent a good 5 or 6 years building that up. So obviously I do a lot of business online, and which has been wonderful. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have achieved anything that I've achieved so far with Lularoe. And but it also means the in-person stuff is a little bit harder for me because I don't have those connections, and I don't want to meet someone and immediately be like, you should come check out Lularoe. And I do, but there's a fine line. Anyways, that's another video for another day. So I have to work really hard to have any sort of results, and I'm okay with that. It just means that when I do achieve any goals, it's extremely exciting and thrilling to me. So with that in mind, and I say that because some people have these amazing networks, these communities, online or in person, and they can sell a great amount of money and items and all over this, and they just skyrocket. Other people, like me, we work our butts off to achieve a portion of what other people achieve. So, okay, so my numbers. My first week numbers, I think, were around $700, something like that, $747, something along those lines. I did a lot of discounts, and as I mentioned in my first video, we changed that because I was giving away too much money. And I'm happy to give things away, but I want to do it in a different fashion, in a different way. Because, yes, getting customers purchasing just because I discount an item, those are not the loyal customers. I'd rather reward a loyal customer, which I do, and I'll tell you how I do that in a little bit, but I'd rather reward a loyal customer who's purchased something at full price and down the road reward them, as opposed to getting a customer only because I have a discount. Sales are sales for me at this point. I'm happy to get any sale, but I'm not going to beg for them at the same time. Okay. And I have 2 little kids, a 6 and a 3-year-old. My 3-year-old is a crazy monster. So if you go onto my Facebook group, Lularoe Hannah Q, and yes, I have permission from corporate to only use my last initial. But if you go onto my Facebook group, you will see pictures of my child destroying the house. He's 3. It's what he does. It's fun. Okay. 2 weeks. So first week was about $746, something around there. Second week was like $1,100. Telling you, my husband was gone. And when my husband's gone, I don't function. I depend on him greatly. He's the love of my life. He means the world to me. And him being gone was actually really hard this time for work. Not in the military or anything like that, but just for work. He's gone several times out of the year, and usually for much longer than 5 days. But this time, I don't know, it was just really hard for me. So I didn't do much. So yeah, my sales increased like $400 my second week, which is pathetic. But anyways, third week. Drum roll. Very excited, very happy with what I've achieved in the past week. My total sales after discounts, which I didn't do a whole lot, after discounts, is $1,942.25. My apologies. That is total accumulative from day 1, which is September 10th August 10th through August 31st. These are cumulative numbers. So actually, let me do that math real quick. So the first week I did, let's see. First week I did $746 in sales. Second week I was up to $1,100. So second week I only did $354 in sales. Woohoo, yay me. And this last week I did $842.25 in sales. So I went up from my first week.
I ate about
My little 3-year-old. Yes, baby?
these.
You want a mint? He loves mints. My 3-year-old loves mints. Here you go.
I got that.
I love you.
I will use you. What's mint?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Took the whole bag of mints. Oh my gosh. Okay. So week 3, I did $842.25 in sales. So my total for the 3 weeks is $1,942.25 in sales. I've given $525.75 in discounts. Discounts and free clothes. I've given some free stuff away. Like I gave my mom, who was my biggest critic in the world, never really supported me, is Negi Melly. And she, so I gave her 2 items, hostess rewards. So it's all these, so I didn't mean to flip anybody off. Wasn't trying to do that. So $525 of discounts, promos, all that sort of stuff, which is tax deductible. And the cost of the inventory of everything given away and sold is $1,014.60. So I'm doing the math right now. The difference between the cost of goods sold, which is the wholesale cost of items sold and given away and discounted. So the difference between that and my total sales is $927.65. That means in 3 weeks, I have made net, after all expenses are said and done, $927.65. So in 3 weeks, for staying home, working approximately 3 to 4 hours a day, sometimes more, I'm happy with it. I know I can do more, and I will do more. I'm working on finding some more in-person events. I've done a lot of online events because pop-ups, because most of my people are out of state, and some have been complete flops, and some have been okay, but nothing spectacular or fabulous. And meaning okay being I sold 7 items, a flop meaning I sold none. So and there's more things to think about, but this video I'm just talking about the money, and there's more things to consider, like the being able to reach new people and draw possibly new clients in. Even though they don't purchase today, they can purchase later. So there's things like that to consider, but I'm not talking about that today. I'm talking about the money, the nitty gritty. So a little less than $1,000 I have made net in my first 3 weeks of doing business. Keep in mind I took off basically a week and a half accumulative between those 3 weeks. So yeah, that's what I've done. My profit margin is 49.04%, and that's good. That's a good profit margin. That's what you want to see with Lularoe. You want to see around that 50% profit margin, even after everything's been given away and donated in sales and things like that. So I'm happy with that. Now, I've done, like I said, I've done a lot of online events, parties, and they've just kind of been so-so. I recently learned that Lularoe will support a fundraiser that you do, and they don't have to be, what's it called? Non-for-profit. It can be for family. It can be basically anyone that you want to raise funds for, they will partner with you. You just have to get their go-ahead on it. So I've reached out to a couple of different organizations here, and hopefully by the end of the year, we will have a few different things set up. And I have had 2 in-home parties cancel. And those people, I really expect those parties to be big because they have massive networks. And those are the connections I need to be making. Networks of women who love our clothes already. And what else have I done? That's it. I've done a couple of in-home pop-ups at my house. A lot of people just don't come by. It's just how it is for me. So I have listened and I've made changes to what my upline has advised me on. I've watched some of the videos from the 2016 conference in California, and I'm learning a lot. It is amazing to know that, no, I couldn't go to the conference, but I can still receive that training firsthand because of the videos. And that is amazing. It's September 1st. And those videos were put up probably a week or 2 ago. And so mid-August they were put up, and the conference was done in July. So they have a very quick turnaround with all of that. I haven't ordered anything new. I ordered leggings my second week. One size TC and kids small and large. And there's actually some issues with me getting paid with Lularoe. So I'm hoping those will be resolved in the next 4 or 5 business days, because I haven't gotten paid yet. So I haven't ordered more inventory. So everything I'm doing, that's another thing to keep in mind. I don't really have new inventory. I don't have fresh inventory, which is what you need with Lularoe. You need fresh inventory. And I've really kept on top of corporate to make sure that I get paid. There's some issues, and we're trying to get it all sorted out. But if I would have been receiving an income, I would be getting more inventory and some more items, and I'd have more sales as well. Because not ordering after being in business for 3 weeks is not really a good thing. I still have plenty of things that I can sell, but it's not that good. Oh, which means I have sold 64 items. Yay! And I've given away probably 10 or 12, and that includes stuff I've kept for myself, because I didn't have any Lularoe when I started. I had 2 pieces of Lularoe when I started this, 3 pieces, sorry, when I started this business, and I've kept another 4 items for myself, and then I've given some away, as I've been saying. So that is it. Enough of my rambling. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. I'm an open book when it comes to my numbers. So when you consider joining and partnering with Lularoe, please interview your upline. Please interview people that you're interested in being sponsored under. You want to make sure that there's a good connection and that you will be able to receive all the support that you need, not just from corporate, because you have that from corporate, but you want to make sure that you can get that support that you need from your sponsor. But you can also check me out across the board on social media, Periscope, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Lularoe Hannah Q. That's Q as in Quebec. And I guess that's it. So you guys have a wonderful day, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.